Well, hello, welcome to the V2 new features and function video, where we're going to try to highlight as many, if not all, of the new features and the changes that have been made to the newest version of the Intulse Dashboard. It'll be super helpful if one of the first things you do is click on this More over here and then go to the changelog. And here you'll find a list. I think this is exhaustive, but there may be a feature or two that didn't get added here yet. And this will give you a good insight into what has been added as a new feature. Back on the My Phone screen, you'll see that I have enabled the virtual phone. I also have the ability to search through the database for contacts that are connected, and then I can call them right from this screen. The other thing that's very noticeable here is extension monitoring, and where you configure that, it's this button here that says Configure Smart Monitoring, and here is where you get a list or can choose the different extensions or speed dials or BLFs or call flow controls that you would like to create. And you can do various sections, segment them out, which can be super helpful. And quickly, the way a call flow control would work is you would have our support team set up some sort of a function or functions for your organization, and then you would have the ability to add them here and then toggle them on and off. In V2, you also have the ability to configure your own Find Me, Follow Me settings. Ring strategy, ring time, whether you want to use call confirm or not. We highly recommend it if you're going to put your cell phone number in as an option. You're also going to be able to see at a glance if someone is forwarding their calls. You're going to be able to search contacts in most of our popular CRM integrations, as well as your contacts if you have imported them. And then in the mobile version, it also inherits your local contacts from your cell phone. Admins will now have the ability to edit Smart Monitoring and Find Me, Follow Me. In the voicemail area, you still have the ability to configure multiple mailboxes that you want to monitor, the admin can. You also have the ability to return a call from a number that left you a voicemail, which can be super helpful. One click and that number gets dialed. In the reports area, call history comes up by default. It only shows a few days worth of call history, so if you want to see more, just backdate it, hit the refresh button, and you're now going to have all of those additional days of call history showing. You also have the ability to return a call directly from here as well. There are some new reports, including the blocked callers report that admins are going to be able to take a look at and manage numbers that are being blocked. Each queue will now have its own separate screen showing the agents that are part of that queue. They can be paused and unpaused. Managers can spy or whisper or barge into those particular calls. And you're going to be able to see if users are logged in or logged out or paused. Some users will only be able to view agents, and some will be able to actually manage agents by permission. You'll notice at the top here there's a lot of data available about each queue, and of course corresponding reports that would go along with them. If you want to see instructions for actually how SPY works, just click on it and you're going to get the instructions here on the screen, and then you can click continue if you would like to move forward. In the conference area, there are individual conference screens. With all of these options that are configurable for each and every conference. In the chat area, you're now going to be able to show activity by date. You're going to be able to see the phone numbers on both sides of the conversation. You're going to be able to actually initiate a call with that number you're texting with at any point if you would like. The fax interface has changed slightly where you would just drop your PDFs here, or you can browse the way you did in the previous version and your from number, recipient name, recipient number, send fax. What was the profile screen is now called More, and it includes the profile and the ability for you to edit your email address and also go to the change log to see the home welcome screen and interact with any CRMs that we have integrated for you. In the admin area, you now have the ability to set permissions for being able to view items as well as the ability to manage them. In the voicemail area, you're now able to edit the email address that you would like your voicemails sent to. As before, a quick way to get to the settings for your virtual phone is right there at the gear. But of course, it's also available by going to More and then Virtual Phone Settings. When you're on an active call, much like before, that's going to show up under here. This happens to be an integration, so that's why it's translated like this. But if I hit the drop down, this is where I get my ability to transfer, my ability to start and stop recording, to send to my mobile phone, or if I do have integration in my instance, the ability to create a log of that actual call. Let's go ahead and park a call and then pick it back up at the same extension using the virtual phone. And there I am. So there's the highlights of many of the changes and updates and new features that have been added to what we're calling V2 version of our dashboard, built completely from the ground up to improve reliability and speed. Hope you enjoyed this, and know that there will be more detailed how-to instructional videos to follow at some point. But for now, hopefully this is helpful for you guys to get started using these new tools. Thank you so much, and have a great rest of your day.